Hey guys, welcome back. In the last session, we have seen a use case where we will be having a multiple transactions and we will be filtering the transactions by giving some threshold. So the threshold is 1 lakh we have given, and we are taking the multiple transactions which are crossing, which are having more than 1 lakh into a separate collection, and we are displaying the transaction details. So now let's say, for example, if I want to get the transaction between the 1 lakh and 1 lakh 50,000. So for this, we need to write one more filter condition. Instead of doing that, what I'll do is I'll be using the filter chaining actually. So I'll be using a filter chaining. I'll be writing a one more condition. So after this filter, I'll be writing a one more filter. With this filter, what it will do is it will first, this filter will be checking if the transaction amount is greater than 1 lakh. And here I'll be writing a condition like if the transaction amount, like we will be writing one more condition, the transaction amount should be less than 2 lakhs, less than or equal to 2 lakhs. Okay, so we will be taking those transaction into the consideration. Okay, so fine. So I'll say transaction lambda expression transaction dot get amount. The amount should be less than or equals to 2 lakhs. Okay, so now I'll be getting the transactions between the 1 lakh and 2 lakh. If the transaction amount is between 1 lakh and 2 lakh, I'll be taking them into a separate collection and I'll be displaying them. Okay, so let me go and run this application. So here we are running application. Now this time it will be giving the transaction details which are like happening between the 1 lakh and 2 lakh. So here you can see that 1 lakh 50,000 and 2 lakh. So these are the two transactions we have. You can see here we have four transactions. Among four transactions, we have transaction ID 2, which is 1 lakh 50,000, and transaction ID 3, which is 2 lakh actually. So I have given a condition something like that. The transaction ID, the transaction amount should be greater than 1 lakh, and it should be less than or equal to 2 lakh. If you are like having a more than 2 lakhs also, it will not consider. Just uh, for like this is one of the way of like doing performing a uh, you know filter chaining actually. Okay, so here let me add this 50,000. So now if I run it now, this time you will be getting the transaction details which are transaction ID and transaction ID 2 and 3. So these are the details you will be getting. It run as Java application. So you'll be getting the transaction ID 2 and transaction ID 3. Transaction ID 2 amount is 1,50,000. Transaction ID 3 amount is 2 lakh. Okay. So got it. So this is the way you can like perform the filter chaining actually. Okay. So I hope you understood this one. So in the next session we will be seeing about the map. Okay. Until then, thank you for watching.